In this lesson, we'll compare subtracting integers on the number line to using formal rules. However, the formal rules are formal rules for adding integers, and therefore the first step is to write each subtraction problem as an equivalent addition problem. If we look at the notes above, a minus b is equivalent to a plus negative b, and a minus negative b is equivalent to a plus b. For the first example, we have 6 minus 9, which is equivalent to 6 plus negative 9. Using the number line, we first model positive 6 by moving 6 units to the right of 0, and then to subtract 9 or add negative 9, we move left 9 units, resulting in negative 3. And now for the formal rules, we'll determine the difference by determining the sum of 6 and negative 9. Because the integers have different signs and we're adding, we subtract the smaller absolute value from the larger absolute value, and then use the sign of the number with the larger absolute value. Notice negative 9 has a larger absolute value. Recall the absolute value of a number is a number's distance from 0, and distance is always positive. Notice negative 9 has a larger absolute value. The absolute value of negative 9 is 9. The absolute value of 6 is 6. And now we subtract 6 from 9, which is 3. But because negative 9 has a larger absolute value, for the original difference or sum, we make the 3 negative. For the second example, we have negative 4 minus negative 5, which is equivalent to negative 4 plus 5. Using the number line, we first model negative 4 by moving 4 units to the left of 0, and then to subtract negative 5 or add positive 5, we move right 5 units, resulting in positive 1. Using the formal rules, we consider negative 4 plus 5. Notice positive 5 has a larger absolute value. The absolute value of positive 5 is 5. The absolute value of negative 4 is 4, and we subtract 4 from 5, which is positive 1. And because positive 5 has a larger absolute value, we keep the 1 positive for the original difference, as well as the sum. And for the last example, we have negative 2 minus 4, which is equivalent to negative 2 plus negative 4. Using the number line, we first model negative 2 by moving 2 units to the left of 0, and then to subtract 4 or add negative 4, we move 4 units to the left, resulting in negative 6. Using the formal rules, we consider negative 2 plus negative 4. Notice both are negative, so because we're adding integers with the same sign, we add the absolute values and keep the original sign. The absolute value of negative 2 is 2, the absolute value of negative 4 is 4, and now we add 4 and 2, which is 6, but because both integers were negative to begin with, the final result is negative 6. I hope you found this helpful.